Well, we are always, as a society, looking at the role of law enforcement in our communities. From police reform to transparency, departments across the country are adapting. But the one thing that isn't changing is the emotional impact a last call has on an officer. And tonight we share the last radio call of Austin's longest serving officer, Lieutenant John Mueller, and his story of what it means to be called to serve. A final shift after more than 3 decades.
I was the first police officer in my family. They always say you will know when it's time to retire from this job.
Walking to his patrol car, this officer gives his final call.
73 is 10-7.
131-73. It's my honor to announce that today is February 26, 2021 at 17:12 hours. Lieutenant Mueller, 3 David 73, has gone 10-7 for the final time.
Lieutenant John Mueller was the longest serving police officer with the Austin Police Department.
Wearing the badge is a matter of pride, and hopefully I've wore it well in my 30 years.
Badge number 73 started his career in 1991. Mueller did a short stint in Fillmore County before coming home and serving in his own community of Austin in 1994. You wore a badge for 30 years. What does that mean to you?
This really is a career about helping people, about serving your community, being there for others, and in the law enforcement community, it's being there for each other.
LT, thank you for dedicating the last 30 years serving and inspiring the community and acting as a role model to not only me, but the whole department. You'll forever be my hero. I love you, Dad.
73, you're officially 10-7. Congratulations. Thanks, 131. Thanks, 119. Love you guys, too.
Badge 131 and 119 also carry the Mueller name. John's son and daughter are following in his footsteps. Both are current members of the Austin Police Department.
I knew, when I saw him coming home with the uniform on, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. In high school, I got to go on a couple ride-alongs with him, and that really sealed the deal for me.
A lot of people in the community actually look up to him. There's a lot of times I go on calls where people are like, "Oh, is your dad like Lieutenant Mueller? Oh, I love him. He's so nice and respectful." And I hope people say the same thing about me.
Mueller says it's always been about helping people and serving his community.
I take a lot of pride in the fact that I've been able to help them, be of service to them. I've gotten as much out of it, and it's helped me probably maybe more than I've helped others. I don't know, but you wouldn't do it for this long if you didn't truly enjoy doing it.
And looking back on those 30 years, despite the changing faces on the force and new technology, one thing remains the same for Lieutenant Mueller.
First and foremost is treat people with respect. How you treat people will come back to you.
A lesson that has become his legacy and a message he leaves behind for future generations.
The biggest thing that he always told us when we were getting into law enforcement is treat everybody with respect, because you never know when you might need that person in the future, and it's paid off in dividends, I think, in his 30-year career here.
While Mueller says the decision to retire this badge was one of the most difficult decisions of his career, he's got not just one, but 2 other reasons who will continue to carry on the Mueller legacy.
I literally am honored to have served my community.